Hello, heroes, and welcome to the One Shot Podcast Twitch stream. I'm your host and game master, James D'Amato, and we have a really fun one for you this week. I'm here with Competition Kitchen. It is a new card game that is live on Kickstarter right now. We're going to be playing it for you, showing it off. I know it's going to be a lot of fun because it's by the folks who made Fisticuffs. That's the Nerdalogs. Nerdalogs are responsible for a lot of great podcasts around Chicago. I have done a bunch of them, but they've also made a really cool game, and I think you guys are really going to like this one. Before we get to the game itself, I want to introduce our guests for you. First up, Joe Gennaro.
Hello.
Joe, you have an indeterminate number of R's in your name, as we pointed out earlier.
Just moments ago.
Yeah, I just called back to a joke that nobody but us gets. That's premium. Only the premium viewers get to get in on those in-jokes. Joe, welcome to the stream.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the game first. Were you involved in the Fisticuffs designs at all?
Yeah.
So this is your second game.
Yes.
God, what was different for you designing Competition Kitchen from Fisticuffs? Because Fisticuffs was sort of like a fanciful combat game, and this is like, I feel like very true to life. I know I watch a bunch of competition shows, and I can tell you that our audience watches a bunch of competition shows. So, like, what was cool working on this?
So much was cool about working on this because I also have enjoyed a lot of cooking competition shows. Like Iron Chef was one of my favorite shows.
Yes.
Cuisine. Yes. Oh no, go ahead. So being able to play, to work on this game that is so open-ended and I hope accessible to a lot of people. Anybody who enjoys cooking, who enjoys eating, who enjoys watching any of those shows, Iron Chef, Master Chef Chopped Junior, Hell's Kitchen Junior, Chopped Senior.
Chopped Senior!
I've just got to be in the pipeline somewhere.
Yeah,
the
I'm
senior
into
tour.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of octogenarians and knives.
It's 2:00 in the afternoon. We're cooking dinner.
I need a nap and my pills before I can cook.
See, I just crush up the pills in the mashed potatoes.
My arthritis, oh no!
Everybody can only use safety knives. But the really cool thing has been getting to show this game off and get feedback from a lot of people who have been fans of those different things and to see what tickles them about it. Fisticuffs was very fanciful, and it was even though this game has competition in the name, Fisticuffs I would say is more head-to-head competitive, where you are trying to eliminate other players and you're trying to be the last player standing. But this is more about the journey than the destination.
Right, and that's honestly my favorite kind of like social game. When I look for a casual game, I'm like, I want something with a lot of creativity. I don't want something with a lot of rules, and that's why I'm very excited to learn this game.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to teach it to you.
Next up, our next guest is Kevin Reeder. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Dude, James, thanks so much for having us, man. We're really excited to be here.
So, I met Kevin doing the Nerdalogs, like, my first Nerdalog was years ago.
4, 5?
But this is the first time I have had you on, like, a one-shot anything.
It's crazy.
It's been nuts. I'm so happy that you're here, dude.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I really am. Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to ask you guys both.
Sure.
If the audience likes you guys, which they must, because I instantly liked you guys when I met you, where can they find you guys on the internet? Let's start with Kevin, then we'll bounce back to Joe.
I mean, collectively, you can find us at nerdalogs.com, at nerdalogs on all of the social media stuff. Myself, you can find me at Kevin Reeder. It's really easy to find me. I am me on the internet. Do not be persuaded to follow at Reader Kevin on the internet.
Ooh, is that a parody account
It
about
is not,
you?
It is not.
Damn it.
Damn it. At Reader Kevin is a very, very lovely man. He lives in Australia, but he is a competitive bear who competes in leather competitions.
Fuck! Guys, I'm sorry, follow at Reader Kevin!
Sounds a lot more interesting.
It sounds like really fascinating.
If you're looking for lighthearted quips about food and nerdy jokes, follow me. If you're looking for awesome leathery bear photos, follow at Reader Kevin.
Hell yeah! You just got 2 new follows. Audience, that's for free. I am into that. And Joe, where can people find you?
Same stuff at the Nerdalogs. You can also find me on Twitter at ReaderKevin. Sorry. That's just my fun account. My Twitter handle is also very easy to remember. It's at It's Your Boy Jova. It's your boy, Jova.
Jova. Oh yeah. It's almost its own mnemonic device.
It's all exactly so easy to remember.
What's your Instagram, Joe?
Han.
Reader Kevin?
Yeah. It's at Han_shot_first.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Man, you tied that one up, huh?
Yeah. I didn't even. Former improv buddy Greg just took my phone one day, downloaded it, and he's like, "This seems like what you would want your name to be." And I was like, "That's such a cool name. Yes, thank you." I think I probably posted like 2 photos. In my history of Instagram.
How deeply do you care about that controversy?
Enough to pitch a fit about it.
Okay, so you're at least a fit pitcher. That's good. That's
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean,
A fit pitcher.
Han's a scoundrel. He pulled the trigger. Greedo was threatening him. Greedo didn't needed to have pulled the trigger
Right.
to justify Han shooting him.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. You know that's very fair. Very fair. I feel like you're not going to upset somebody who really wanted that name.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's time for us to move on to learn how Competition Kitchen works. Yes. I am excited. So what do we need to play? I see that we have a lot of different categories of card out here in front of us.
Yeah, we have 5 different decks. We have 3 basic ingredient decks of protein, flavor, and vegetable. And then we have 2 decks for the judges, challenge deck and secret ingredient deck. So this is a party game. Competition Kitchen is a party game for 3 to 7 players. Excuse me, that's the cider. And depending on the number of players you have, you'll have 1 or more judges. So for the 3 of us, we will have 1 judge. What we're going to put in the rule books is whoever most recently cooked a meal is the person who is the judge first.
Oh God, that's definitely not me.
And we'll classify that as putting 2 or more ingredients together. I made something in the crock pot yesterday.
All right, I made a sandwich for lunch.
That counts.
That counts? A sandwich?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
Sandwiches have ingredients?
Yeah, dude.
Let me
That's
just-
all sandwiches are. That's all any food is.
True.
Except a fruit roll-up.
I think
mean,
a sandwich isn't necessarily cooked, it's assembled as long as you have the right thing. So it's almost like shuffling a deck of cards, but instead you're shuffling food together.
Actually, what's the language in the rules? Cooked a meal?
I think probably the final wording will be maybe prepared a meal.
Prepared a meal. If
Yeah,
it's prepared a meal.
I don't think heat is necessary. I think more than 1 ingredient is
Right.
necessary. So I would count a sandwich.
Let me describe the sandwich to whet our appetites for the game, okay?
Okay.
Also, let it be known, every time we play this game, James, we walk away incredibly hungry. So I wish we would have ordered pizza and thought about this.
liking this.
Yes. Okay, here's a sandwich. Toasted bread,
Yeah.
delicious hearty grain bread. Slap down a bunch of hummus.
Oh yeah, slap that bad boy.
Oh yeah, just slopped it all over there. Flip the other side, half an avocado smashed onto that side.
Smash.
Smashed it on. Slice of cheese, little bit of turkey, and some spicy mustard, spicy brown. Together,
There
All
we
right.
go.
Hot take. Just too many condiments.
not enough.
Too many condiments.
You got the hummus. You got the hot
delicious.
mustard.
hummus
And
barely counts as a condiment.
That's a base. It's a base layer.
it's
Yeah.
a spread. If it's spreadable, it's a condiment.
No way.
That's not true. What about
Disagree.
PB&J?
Ooh, shit.
You're
had a-
dropping hot takes. You could toast some bread with those takes.
We have so many weird food discussions with this game,
Oh,
and
yeah.
debates and fights.
I can't wait to get technical and rowdy with these sandwich discussions. But let's learn the game.
Yeah.
Let's learn
All
the
right.
game.
So Kevin will be our first judge. and James and I will be the chefs. So this is a cooking competition show. So just like all of the shows that we mentioned by name that are trademarked, this is like that. So James and I will be head chefs at our stations. And it's our job to create a dish, present it to the judge, and win their favor and win the challenge, and then walk out as champions. So the 3 decks that we will be using to gather ingredients, like I said, are protein, flavor, and vegetable. So like onion or zucchini are the vegetables. Flavor would be like cayenne or mustard. The protein is going to be chickpeas or shrimp, and probably lots more that you can think
Can
about.
I just say, as a meat fan, it really makes me happy that vegetable and flavor are separate categories. I know that's a technical food thing, but also fuck vegetables. Am I right, America? You know I am.
America is with you 150%. We do have some non-meat proteins, but the really cool thing is that since you're not eating any of this food, it's totally safe for vegans and vegetarians to have meat, or somebody who is gluten intolerant to eat a sandwich, because it's not real. It's just your imagination. Unless you have like some sort of weird psychosomatic thing where it's like you start to internalize what you think just happened. Anyway, so what we can do is give these 3 decks just a quick shuffle, since we already saw what is on the top of some of these. And then you and I, as chefs, will draw 2 cards from each of these 3 decks. So we should end up with 6 cards total.
You know, before we do that, Joe, I'd really love to learn, like, maybe what everybody's favorite food, least favorite food, and maybe something you're really enjoying lately is. I think that helps, something we're throwing into the rules that really helps inspire the conversation and lets everybody learn about each other and where they're at currently.
Chat, please participate in this as well. So far, James is getting a lot of boos for his take on vegetables.
Hey, wow.
Dang.
Wow. As you can see, we got a lot of nerds in the audience. Mom's not watching right now, guys. You can say what you really feel about vegetables.
I trust Joe because that's a great name. So if Joe
Joe says boo me.
then I'm with Joe.
I guess boo me.
So yeah,
I'm going to start drawing my 2 cards.
yeah, these decks.
while we're doing this.
So yeah, this will be most helpful for when you are trying to appeal to a judge. So for me, my favorite cuisine is probably Italian. That's what my mom always cooked at least once a week growing up. For the past better part of a year, I've been on a sushi kick. Like I just always want sushi because I never had that in rural Ohio. So coming out here and finding all these awesome foods, I'm just like, damn, sushi's dope.
Yeah.
I do not like raw onions. I hope I don't lose any fans out there. Joe, please stay with me. It's a texture thing. If they're cooked, or onion rings are great, but if I bite into something that's raw in a salad, it's just total turn off.
Yeah, I can see that. For me, I like a lot of foods. There are very few foods that I just straight up do not like. I'm real into Indian right now. We actually, Pranks has a friend who's a chef, and she came over, taught us how to cook chicken tikka masala. It was awesome. A lot of fun. And I'd say the one flavor profile that really, really turns me off, I had a bad experience at a Seder where we got incredibly drunk. And I'm going to say it's more the wine's fault than the horseradish's fault.
Ooh,
but
yep, that'll
now horseradish just triggers a sense memory that is oh, you're dying again. So I can't do that, and I can't do mustard for that reason.
Really?
And wasabi gets me a little bit too. So those are the things to avoid.
A lot of wasabi in America is actually horseradish.
Oh, well, maybe that's why wasabi gets me.
That might be.
Yeah, is I've got that false wasabi.
Yeah.
The liar's wasabi.
Fool's wasabi.
Yeah,
you
fool's
will.
wasabi, as they
Yeah.
call it. As they called it in the Old West. When they were sitting down to have their sushi.
What in tarnation? This ain't real wasabi.
Ah, well, that's your problem there, Harrison. You got the fool's wasabi.
Oh man, this wasabi's from New York City.
New York City!
I just
you,
want
boys.
to apologize to all the people in the audience for those offensive Chinese accents that we just did. Those were really horribly offensive. Those were all Chinese people
Oh,
that we were just doing.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
didn't
And it
realize.
was we crossed the line.
Yeah.
crossed the line on that. But you know what? We're going to recover from that, and we're going to learn to play this game.
That's right.
Kevin?
Really quick. My favorite
Yes.
foods are. Yes. You'll want to know. I'm super in lasagna. Favorite food growing up.
You're a Garfield type.
I am a Garfield. Hate Mondays. Love
Love
lasagna.
lasagna.
Scared of spiders.
Was that a Garfield thing?
He had like a very
yes.
antagonistic relationship with spiders. He wouldn't chase mice, but he would kill spiders.
Yeah.
Man, Garfield's so complex.
The Garfield verse is very deep.
Very, very deep. What I'm into right now, I'm digging ramen. There's a lot of ramen pop-up places here in Chicago, so we're big fans. And I cannot eat mayonnaise or sour cream.
Wow.
It's like, I don't know if it's like the bitter sour creaminess of it. I can't do.
Question: Portillo's chocolate cake.
Love it. I know what's in it.
Wow.
Just try not to think about it.
I'm aware. It's amazing. If you've never had the Portillo's chocolate cake shake,
Ooh,
you're in for
what?
a treat.
Yeah. Wow. Apparently, I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow your mind. Go there, get that. They throw a piece of chocolate cake into their milkshake and blend it up.
That's really cool.
Chicago only. Sorry, pals.
Dang.
It's a great food that you don't have to chew. So it's like,
Yeah.
win-win.
It's like again chewing. Ugh.
Wow,
You call it a shake, but you have to use a spoon. There's no way to eat it otherwise.
that sounds amazing.
All right.
Wait. I'm not going to just let this pass by without telling you
I'm
my
loving these
love
hot takes.
Oh, yes.
of buffalo chicken. Buffalo
Really?
chicken. Greatest thing ever invented.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why it's got two animals in the name. I don't care. I'm going to eat it for days and days and days.
Do like buffalo chicken.
Nothing beats it. Nothing. You know what my
Wow.
favorite guilty pleasure food in the world is?
Please go. What is it?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Woo!
I know it's garbage, and I won't stop eating it.
I don't think you need to apologize for unless Buffalo Wild Wings are your preferred wing.
Oh, hell no.
So okay, there we go.
But I will eat it. If
You'll
we're
eat
going
it.
after the stream, I will eat it.
Oh yeah. I'll play the trivia game on that touchpad. I'm in.
This
Should we play
episode's
the game?
sponsored by Buffalo Wild
Yeah.
Wings.
Should we play the game now?
Yeah, we
I'm
should
down.
learn the game.
I'm down to play.
I'm really in favor of us learning how to play this game. So we have drawn 2 protein, 2 flavor, and 2 vegetable cards. We've got them in our hands.
That's right.
Correct.
And we're about to throw down some challenge cards?
All right. Walk me through. Yep.
So what will happen now is the judge is going to draw 2 challenge cards. They will look at both and choose one of them. The other one they can discard. And the one that they choose is what our challenge is for this round. It is our suggestion for the dish. It's
Cool.
what we should be trying to approach when we create. Now we still have more choices to make, so don't get your.
I have felt my choices being ripped away from me when he threw that challenge away.
All right, chefs. Thank you so much for being here. You know, we should probably lay out. You'll lay it out.
Yeah.
Welcome to Competition Kitchen. I'm very excited to eat a dish created by both of you today.
Thank
the
you, Judge.
challenge that I am throwing down for you is look at the calendar. It's Friday the 13th.
Dang! What an abstract challenge!
So it is totally up to us how to interpret that. The judge can provide additional details if they want, but the really cool thing is we get to fill in the gaps. Now, we have a choice to make. I'm giving you a choice back. You need to discard half the cards in your hand.
Whoa!
So you have 2 protein, 2 flavor, and 2 vegetable. I want you to discard one of each and keep one of each.
Okay.
Don't cheat, Joe.
I've got all the ace cards.
Hand magic going on over there.
I'm going to play Sarah Angel. Go.
Oh.
I'm gonna play Platinum Angel.
Oh.
And now I can't lose, idiot.
And I can't win.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say a shout out to Molar Duck. I did not realize that there are now Portillo's in Milwaukee. That's awesome.
This episode also sponsored by Portillo's. Where is our discard pile?
Just right in front of the appropriate deck.
They're all unhealthy food options sponsoring us.
Kevin, I just threw out cilantro. Are you one of the cilantro people, the unfortunate souls that cannot eat cilantro?
I am down with cilantro. Our pal Joe, to my left here, is not down with cilantro.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
I'm just so sorry.
Thank you. It just tastes like soap. That's
Yeah.
just what.
Delicious, delicious edible soap.
Yeah, really good soap.
Have you ever
delicious
wanted to
soap.
bite a bar of soap? That's how it
Yes,
feels.
many times.
Yes.
Walking past those Whole Foods displays of like joyously laid out soap.
yeah.
Man, have I wanted to take a big old bite of soap.
They look like candy bars
They
sometimes.
do.
I kind of wish that anytime I walk by Lush, that I wish it was a candy store instead of.
It all looks delicious.
It looks so good, and I know that I would get so sick.
I am speaking to the corporate minds over at Lush. If I get poisoned and very ill by eating your products, that's on you. That's your responsibility for making your soap look like candy.
You should have known better.
You should have known better.
Jonathan.
Wait a minute, it's not candy?
Yeah.
No! Sorry if I peeked the mics.
So now that we have made our choice, what the judge is going to do is they're going to draw 2 secret ingredient cards, just like they drew 2 challenges. One of them will be discarded, and the other one will be the secret ingredient that's unveiled at the last moment that we must use in our dish.
Right away, my choices are going away. Just
Yes.
wicking them away.
Yes, we're very
Like an
anti-choice.
Under Armour. This episode also sponsored by Under Armour. Like an Under Armour piece of performance athletic clothing, you're wicking away. My choice is like
Yeah.
sweat.
You're so dry and ready to be active on the field.
Yeah.
All right, so you should lay out some of the things that James should know about the game and how to create the dish and the things that's available to him and all of that.
Yep. So the really cool thing is that you have these 3 ingredients that are going to be in your hand, the 3 ingredients that each of us have.
Right.
You have the secret ingredient that's about to be unveiled that you must use in your dish. You also have access to a pantry of staple ingredients. So for the purposes of this game, the staple pantry include salt and pepper,
Okay.
flour, sugar, oil and vinegar, and then dairy and grains.
Okay.
So there are no cards that represent milk or cheese or sour cream, if you wanted to put that on a dish for Kevin. And there are no cards that represent like bread or rice or noodles. So any of that stuff you can just pull and like add to your dish. Some tips that we have for presenting your dish, because it's going to be just like those shows where judge today for you have prepared blah 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 blah. Believe in your dish. Talking about, oh, I cut the beef so thin and I seared it on both sides and it's just a little pink and you know I dusted it with some sesame seeds or like whatever. That's gonna go so much better than going like, I don't know, I fried it, I guess. I mean, unless that's how you have fun, in which case you do you. Think about giving the dish a name. Certainly not a requirement, but it can definitely add an element of fun to the game and help the judge remember the dish. And think about giving it a backstory, either something real like, every summer my grandma would cook this, you know, for the family cookout, and I couldn't wait. Or it could just be like totally made up and be like, well, when I was in the CIA, I had to make dishes on the go a lot. So if I put all this in a boot and shake it up, like it's so ready to go, or whatever you wanted to say. So those are some tips for selling your dish to the judge in hopes that they will choose your dish as the winner of the round.
Those are some pro strats.
Yeah.
Right now, you're watching this. If you're already Kickstarter backer, you're getting the pro strats here.
Yeah,
This is the speed run tactic. This is the perfect frame cancel. This will
Yeah.
jump you to level 7.
This is going to be helpful before the summer's Competition Kitchen Pro Qualifying Tour. So we're going to be in Milwaukee. So hope to see you there and hope you advance to the nationals.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the grand prize for that is bragging rights. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah. A year's worth.
Another important thing to keep in mind, James, is that this game is set in Imagination. Oh, what did we call it, Joe? I'm blanking right now.
Stadium.
Stadium. Thank you.
Imagination Stadium.
Imagination Stadium. So in Imagination Stadium, you have at your disposal every type of cooking thing you could ever dream of.
Right.
Pots, pans, broiler.
Whoa!
I know. Crazy.
Dude,
Wait,
I
no.
never agreed to pots.
You're
and
already
pans.
going too far.
I know. I wanted to warm
You
us up.
rein it in! Rein it in!
Ovens, crazy.
No!
I know.
You get
right?
one pot,
He's
no
gotta be
pans.
stopped!
Yeah, he must be stopped. But like a sous vide machine, an
What's
ice
that?
cream maker, a grill, exactly. But also, so in Imagination Stadium, so you have all of those things at your disposal, or anything that you can dream of. Also, time's not a factor. If you wanted to bury something in the ground for 14 months and let it ferment and unearth it and then feed it to me, you could do that. Imagination is your friend here. Storytelling is your friend here. That's what it's all about, is creating an awesome food experience for your pals.
And all of the cards are open-ended. So, for example, one of the vegetables is potato.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, give it up for
Starch,
starches.
everybody.
Yeah.
Fry
so
it.
if you wanted to do like a big golden Idaho, if you wanted to do like little
You
purple
guys, I'm
guys,
starving now.
right?
Yeah.
I don't care. Hook me up with a golden Idaho potato. Let's party.
Have you guys found that like it's a really difficult thing for there to be like a prime time to play this game? Because you don't want to play it too much before eating because you get super hungry. But if you play it like after eating, you're like, I don't want to think about food. I don't want to see food.
I think the prime time is when you've ordered the food, but it's not here yet.
Oh, and that way you can imagine and dream.
It's it's on its
Ordered that
way.
potato. It's on its way.
Boys, I am in that imagination stadium.
Yeah.
Right there with you.
Awesome.
Let's find out our secret ingredient.
Here we go. So look at the calendar. The challenge is it's Friday the 13th. So what I'm looking for from you guys is maybe a spooky dish, maybe something that might keep me up at night. Okay?
Okay.
And our secret ingredient that you must use in your dish, chefs, is fermented chili bean paste. Boom! So what's cool about some of these secret ingredient cards is we've actually reached out to a lot of awesome people in the food world, and they've contributed cards to us.
Oh, cool.
So J. Kenji Lopez Alt, Mario Batali, Ina Garten.
No way.
Like really, really cool people, and Mark Summers. We love.
Yeah.
Wait,
the one
wait. Mark Summers.
The Mark
of
Summers.
What Would You Do?
Yes, and Double Dare.
You
Wait,
call
is he a
him.
cook?
Yeah, he has 2 shows on Food Network.
So many shows.
What?
On Food
Yeah.
Network. Yeah.
Wow.
What would you do?
What would you cook?
Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
wait, new spinoff.
I'm gonna take the cooking challenge.
So, Mark, what have you prepared for us? Well, I've prepared a nice grilled salmon served on a nose covered in slime and chocolate.
With a nice gack reduction
Yeah, with
sauce.
a reducted gag.
The spoiler alert is that one of the cards he submitted to us was smoked salmon.
Dang! Perfect.
Very cool. All right, so now, chefs, you've got, as much time as you need. When the table finds themselves getting a little antsy, we could start our own collective countdown. So Joe's on the clock for us, right? So as soon as Joe's ready, we'll let him go. If we all start getting antsy and everybody else is ready and Joe's not making decisions, we can start a countdown like 9, 8, 7, etc. But I think Joe's ready.
I think I am.
Yeah.
I was just excited to see what number came next. Excellent.
It's not what you think.
6.5. Judge Kevin, thank you so much for having us here today. It's an honor to be cooking for you during the Look at the Calendar, it's Friday the 13th challenge. So I've decided to cook a dish that will keep you up tonight.
Ooh.
So what I did was I started out with some beef. I am gonna take a nice T-bone. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take that T-bone, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sprinkle it with some salt and pepper, and I'm going to slather spicy fermented chili bean paste on it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it on the grill.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let it kind of char and give it this a crunchy, spicy coating. And the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some cauliflower and I'm gonna put it in a food processor and I'm gonna make cauliflower rice.
Okay.
Okay? When that gets out, I'm gonna put a shit ton of pepper on it and squeeze it with the juice of 6 lemons.
6. Very specific.
So it's so tart and it's so peppery and this is so spicy. You are gonna have such terrible indigestion all night that you're not going to be able to sleep. And honestly, what's spookier than that?
That's great. I always get Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street mixed up. I can sleep if it's Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I mean, probably not a safe thing to do if you're in that movie.
True.
Sleeping is probably not like gonna not get you killed.
Yeah.
Well,
Sleeping is safer than sex.
I mean, yeah, but we know that this episode also is brought to you by Abstinence Pro Abstinence Education.
I mean, if we count Freddy versus Jason as canon, then it's
Oh.
the same universe.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You got me.
yeah,
Cool.
And it's canon.
Good. It
It's
should be. It's
definitely
a fantastic movie.
Well, thank you
liked it.
so
I did
much.
too.
Yeah.
I won't say it's good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. Thank you so much, Chef Joe, for your delicious dish. I will be enjoying this.
Okay.
Thank you,
Chef.
Chef. Thank you, Chef. First of all, it's an honor to be sitting here in front of you.
Flattery
because-
will get you everywhere.
Yeah, your restaurant inspired me actually to be a chef, and I don't say that to suck up, but wow.
It's very humbling. Thank you.
So I started off with green beans because I believe deeply that meat is murder. I believe it is unethical to cut up an animal and serve it because it's not what Jesus would want. And I know, are you thinking, oh, Jesus served fish and loaves to his followers? That's inaccurate. That's actually a bad translation. I'm also a biblical scholar in addition to being a chef.
Oh my.
Anyway,
Oh my,
I started
yes.
off
So
with
what did they mistranslate fish from?
they miss soy.
Oh, yes, soy. Yes,
soy.
right. Yes.
He served soy and loaves.
Soy and loaves. Yes.
Yes.
Wow. I remember reading that translation. Thank you. I had forgotten.
Now, for my protein, I decided to go with nuts. What nuts exactly? Almonds. Why? Because almond is a bean's natural ally.
They are.
In the animal world, when you would have maybe a hungry herbivore looking at a green bean plant, an almond tree, almonds have that cyanide coating on them, as
do.
we all know.
Yes.
And almonds will drop protectively over the green beans as the animal, chews on it and then dies.
I don't know if you know, but that's also the origin of the game Plants vs. Zombies.
Is it really?
No.
Now, obviously, for flavoring, this went very well with the fermented bean paste. We got it. This is a very hot dish, because I know your palate.
Spicy.
I know you like the spice.
I want it hot.
And because you like spice, we decided to add cinnamon. Now, this cinnamon has a very particular story. This cinnamon is the cinnamon that was used to be served on churros in the Cubs Stadium for every year except for 2016.
It's getting spooky.
We bought this right before 2016. This is the least lucky cinnamon. Actually, when they removed this cinnamon, that was it. They put them on the path to victory. So this could be the cinnamon that has sandbagged that franchise for well over 100 years.
And did you have a name? Did any of you have a name for your dish?
I have a name, and then it's a colon with a subname.
Oh, okay.
My dish's name is "You Can't Beat My Meat," colon, meat is murder. And if it's Friday the 13th, why would you not want to murder something?
Yeah, actually, wow. I do have a name for my dish as well. It's That Cow Had a Best Friend. And I know it seems like it's not a name that would stand up on its own, but it is a true fact. Cows have best friends. So,
Damn.
I don't know. I guess vote with your conscience. That's what I'm saying.
Well, thank you so much, chefs, for your delicious dishes.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you so much for being here on Competition Kitchen today. I have 2 awards to give out. I have my challenge award to give out, which is my overall winner of the dish, which is Look at the Calendar, it's Friday the 13th. And also, I'm going to award my fermented chili bean paste. And I can award this either to a player that I thought crushed how they used this particular secret ingredient, or maybe they impressed me in some other way. I can award this to both of the same players if I wanted to. I can award them to different people. Those are sort of my options as a judge right now.
The ultimate goal is to win the challenge. At the end of the game, whoever has the most challenges won. Is the champion of Competition Kitchen. Those are the ones with the trophies on it. Winning the secret ingredient lets you use it in a dish in the future, or
Either your own.
or to sabotage another
What?
chef.
What? This got 10 times better.
So winning
that
it doesn't.
twist.
Yeah.
Good
So
twist.
winning it will hopefully help set you up for to win other challenges in the future.
All right. Well, chefs, thank you so much. I think the spookiest thing is to try to outlive the curse of the Cubs. So thank you so much, James, for
you,
that
Chef.
dish.
Thank you, Chef.
That was incredible. I appreciated the the nod to caring about animals. You had a strong point of view, and as a chef with his own predilections, you brought forth a very, very strong point of view and a belief system into your dish creations. So thank you very much. You did not use the fermented chili bean paste nearly as well as Joe did. Joe, you rubbed it all over that meat. Thank you so much for doing
you.
that, and I have awarded that to you.
Whew. All right, so that was the first round of Competition Kitchen. And what would happen now is the judgeship moves one. So now I would be the judge, and you two would be the chefs competing.
That's right.
Depending on the number of players you have, you'll go maybe 2 or 3 times around the table, and then you'll see who has the most challenges won.
Well, actually, I want to take advantage of our form a little bit. Pat,
Yes.
would you be into judging around?
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would love it.
cool.
That would be great.
You want me to judge this one?
Yeah, let's do it.
That would be so great.
Okay. Do I just need to walk over and grab a card?
You'll want to draw 2 from each of these. If you take them all 4 cards back to your producer booth, you'll be good to go.
So Pat is going to walk around.
Hey, guys.
There, that's what he looks like, everybody.
I have tentacles.
I mean, yeah, he does have
That's how it
tentacles
goes.
that you couldn't see.
Do you make it to the stream a lot, Pat? Visually.
No, every once in a while I'm in the
Not that
background.
much.
And you hear my voice.
Cool.
All right, so I'm picking one of each of these, right?
Right. So you'll only start with the challenge first, and that's all that you'll announce. Is one of the 2 challenges, and then we'll have a choice to make by discarding cards.
Okay. Why not? I'll do this one.
So a question that I have, in the final game, how many proteins, flavors, and vegetables are you thinking of having?
It's a great question.
It could still be in a development stage, obviously.
We're very close to it, but it was actually a conversation we were having last night. If we
Yes.
can peel back the curtain a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
For a long time, we've been locked in at 12 different proteins, 12 different flavors, and 12 different vegetables at 2 copies of each. So that each deck would be 24. Some of the feedback that we heard, I mean, obviously a lot of it, not obviously, but a lot of it was positive, which is always wonderful to hear. But some people suggested adding more unique elements to these decks just to create a little bit better chance at having more unique dishes. However, it's really hard to find more proteins that fit in the deck. We could definitely come up with more vegetables and flavors, but so we might play around with
Have
it. But
you thought of going, like, since we're already in the Imagination Stadium,
Yeah.
going with some, like, long pig, man. Just throwing in some, like,
T-Rex.
fantasy. Yeah, like T-Rex steak. Like,
yeah,
throwing some
Red
things.
dragon.
Things that
Ooh,
are just,
dragon
like,
wings.
impossible.
dragon buffalo wings.
Oh my god, I would eat them. And become evil.
We haven't. So what we wanted to do was build the base game to be a really accessible,
Grounded, and then you
Yes.
wanted to expand
and
out.
then to have either like a summer cookout pack or like fantasy pack or stuff like that. Obviously, we are still striving to ensure the creation of the base game. Again, Competition Kitchen is on Kickstarter. If you're
Very
so
diplomatic way
inclined.
of saying, hey, either go back this game or tweet out about this game if you can't afford to back it. Get it made.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pat, is it gauche to take a bathroom break on a personal level?
No, not on a personal level.
Not on a personal level.
I'm
Just
gonna,
on a professional level.
I'm gonna unplug and I'll be right back.
Okay. So right now we're at 12, 12, and 12. But we're thinking about tweaking it, maybe going up to 14 or 15 for some of the different decks.
Ooh, my good friend Aiden just tweeted out, watching this one-shot stream, trying to figure out how I can make this game into an in-real-life cooking game. I would kind of like to see some of this happen already. Like, just going through one round, I'm like, yeah, I can come away. You know, I might eat that. I might eat my weird, unlucky cinnamon beans. That sounds delicious to me.
Definitely. We've heard from a lot of people who have played this game that they are intrigued to try experimenting in the kitchen a little bit more with some of the dishes they've stumbled upon. I mean, obviously, by making it accessible and not having man or dragon in the game quite yet, you could go to the grocery store, pick out all
Find the
of
grocery
these things.
store and find man.
It's in hot dogs.
Yeah.
Most grocery stores are all-you-can-eat man. They're just like in clothes in the aisles running from you.
Exactly.
But if you can catch them, you're good. But yeah, you could totally buy all of this stuff, prepare it, have your friends over, start to cook these things with cards, and then say, all right, let's get in the kitchen and actually do it. Or vice versa, you draw the cards, then you run to the kitchen, you grab them, you cook it, you plate it.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started on our new round
All right, so
here.
what I do first is I name the challenge. Right?
Correct.
All right. So, you guys, something about me. You know this, because I love Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I love flavor. All I want is flavor. So guess who's coming to dinner? My best friend, Guy Fieri.
Oh, shoot! I am so glad that there is a Guy Fieri card in this game. I am so glad. That was literally when you guys said to me that you had a cooking competition game. Guy Fieri was my first thought.
And when do I introduce the secret ingredient?
Once we've made our discard choices.
Gotcha.
So we're not, we don't operate with perfect information just yet. I will go ahead and discard my salmon card since Guy Fieri is coming over.
Oh yeah, Guy does not want salmon.
No, he don't dig salmon.
Every once in a while when you play, I think I've been stuck with chickpeas and nuts when Guy Fieri was coming over for dinner in the past, and I'm like, I give up. I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Great. So we've all made our choices. So now we get to find out what the secret ingredient is that that Judge Pat has chosen.
Well, here's the thing. I have way too much vanilla bean paste in my house.
Oh no.
So we gotta figure out a way to get Guy Fieri, my very best friend in the world, to like vanilla bean paste.
Oh no.
Dang.
I think what you have witnessed here directly are the polar opposites of the food world. Ina Garten submitted vanilla bean paste.
Ina Garten!
The
Dang.
Barefoot Contessa.
Barefoot Contessa sent us 2 cards, one being white truffle butter, spoiler alert, and vanilla bean paste. These are 2 chefs that I can never imagine being together in the same place and time.
So, funny story, not to pull back the curtain too much.
Yeah.
The butter truffle or whatever was my other choice.
Oh, man, that's
So those were the
amazing.
cards I got.
That would have been a little easier.
Yeah, it would have been a little bit easier.
Yeah, who doesn't love truffles?
Right?
Nobody.
Butter.
So I think obviously Kevin will start this round.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
You're
that's the circle,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
how it would
yeah,
go
yeah,
if we
yeah.
passed the token.
This is also when anybody who has an ingredient like myself can choose to either put it into my hand or to give it to somebody else. I'm gonna risk it. I'm putting it in my hand.
I think that's a good
Ooh,
move.
actually,
I really do think
yeah,
that's a good move.
My
think-
buddy Guy loves flavor.
Yeah.
Boom, Flavor Town, population, all of us.
All about the flavor. All right, so here is what I've done for you, Pat. Thank you so much for having me here on the show today. What I've done I know Guy Fieri's coming over, and I know how much you want to impress Guy. So what I've done is I have taken a whole turkey, and I've found an oil drum, an old discarded oil drum, not used for actual oil. And what I've done is I've cored it out, and I've packed it with hot coals, and inside I've wrapped this turkey all in a metal shard, and we're slow roasting a turkey in this oil drum, okay? So while that's happening, what I've done is I've made a lovely little side dish for you, just garlic and zucchini. I have thinly sliced this garlic, and I've grilled it on the oil drum itself, on the outside. And while all of that is cooking, what I've actually done is I've taken the vanilla bean paste, and I have, oh man, this is where I punt.
Punch it to Flavor Town.
All the way to Flavor Town, baby. I've taken an ice cream maker, and I've made 2 ice creams for you. It's both a dessert. So we've actually made our own fanciful twist cone. And so one of the flavors is a very, very lovely vanilla bean paste cone. And the other flavor in the swirl of the ice cream is a classic chocolate. I've gone out and harvested some hand-picked cacao and ground that into its own chocolate dust, and have made my own chocolate soft serve and vanilla bean paste swirl ice cream for dessert.
Woo!
Cacao! Cacao!
Any name for the dish?
That's what you like.
It's okay.
I'm gonna think about it.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
Okay.
Oh, it's not. That's what you like?
It's not. You're gonna like it, but.
Judge Pat, it's an honor to be here tonight to cook for you and your best friend, Mayor of Flavortown, Guy Fieri. I can't wait for him to come over. I'm sure that we will
Yeah,
talk.
he's running late. I don't know where he is.
So he probably went through a drive-through or a diner or a dive. So what I have
Never
done.
seen him at a drive-in, by the way.
No, well, that show would be 5 minutes. 6 if there's a lot of people there. So what I have decided to do, I'm going to make the centerpiece of this dish. I'm going to do some baked beans. So I'm going to take, yeah.
You had some tough choices.
Beans or salmon were my 2 choices for a protein for Mr. Fieri. But what I've decided to do is make like this awesome like Boston baked bean dish. So I've just got all these awesome, the best Bigley beans. God, I feel gross saying that. In a giant pot. I'm also going to take some fermented chili bean paste, and I'm going to put it in there as well. But I've got some salt and some pepper, and I'm just letting them slow boil. I'm also going to make a handmade coleslaw. So I'm going to chop up some cabbage. I'm going to use some pepper and some Miracle Whip. What goes in coleslaw? Whatever goes in coleslaw.
Whatever goes in coleslaw.
That's what I do.
Slaw.
Well, I got the coal. I'm going to add the slaw.
If you were making it for me, you'd want an oil and vinegar-based slaw.
I would, but I'm making it. You're totally right. But for Guy Fieri, we're going calories.
Sloppy.
Yeah, we're going cholesterol.
Did
So.
you just make a cheese?
Melted cheese slaw.
Dude. Wow.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some bread out of some thick cut Texas toast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
You almost said French bread.
I almost
Guy
did.
Fieri does not eat French bread.
No. He eats freedom bread. So I'm gonna get some thick cut French toast. I'm gonna toast it. Not French toast. Why do I keep saying that? Texas toast.
God damn it!
Oh, I'm gonna toast it. I'm gonna fry an egg, put that on the bread. Then I'm gonna take the beans, put it on that, and I'm gonna take some American cheese and put it on that. So I'm gonna make a baked bean sandwich with a side of coleslaw. And the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna make ice cream. So I'm gonna make a ginger vanilla bean ice cream. But what I'm gonna do is once it gets out, I'm gonna make it fried ice cream. So I'm gonna cover it in corn flakes and fry it real quick on the stove to give it a crunchy shell to go with the egg and baked bean sandwich with a side of coleslaw.
Wow, that's a lot of flavors going on there.
Yeah.
We know guy likes flavors.
There's some
Yeah.
hot flavors.
I'm gonna call
Please
this.
make a gif of that.
What the chat can't see is I put on sunglasses.
I'm gonna call this F Town.
Yo, I like it. I love the name.
Yeah, it's also gonna be a podcast.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Chef, it's such an honor to be here. I started my dish off with a big, juicy red beefsteak tomato. I cut that bad boy up, small diced it, very precise small dicing. I took that tomato and I threw it in the garbage because we don't need it in my dish. Why don't I need tomato? I'll tell you why I don't need tomato. Because my protein is shrimp. Jumbo shrimp.
That's a
tiger shrimp.
That's a big shrimp.
Now, I genetically engineered these tiger shrimp
Please say
so
they're the
that
size
they
of
could
tigers.
survive and be raised in donkey sauce. That's right. These tiger shrimp have exclusively lived in donkey sauce. That's their water. That flavor got absorbed in them. We took those shrimp, which are each about 9 or 10 inches, tail to tip, toe to tip, so to speak. I checked. Shrimp do not have toes. Even the ones I genetically engineered. We took those bad boys, we boiled them, they didn't die. They couldn't die. Being in donkey sauce that long, they absorbed its power. So we took them out of the shell, but they are still going to be screaming a little bit when you eat them.
More flavor.
Yeah, exactly. Way more flavor. Next up, I took some nutmeg. I grinded it out into a pentagram, put that on the ground, set it on fire with the shrimp above the fire. That opened a portal to Flavor Town. And I exposed my shrimp to Flavor Town for a good 4 minutes. They really absorbed it. You'll notice that none of these shrimp will have Euclidean angles on them. That's because so much of that Flavor Town energy got absorbed in it. Finally, because shrimp need a cocktail sauce, I decided a lot of people go with a red sauce for cocktail sauce. I wanted to go with something a little bit sweeter, so I took our vanilla bean paste. And I took some condensed milk. And some of the burnt nutmeg, I stirred that in there, and I created what I call Le Blanco donkey sauce. So it's not quite donkey sauce. It's informed by donkey sauce. It's in the spirit of donkey sauce. Again, some nutmeg that was used to open a portal to Flavor Town is incorporated into the sauce. So I have no illusions. It's not exactly donkey sauce, but these shrimp served with a nice white sauce, and preferably it should be served in the room that the nutmeg opened the portal in, just because it gives the air that good flavor that it sort of informs it.
You can smell if a portal's been opened to Flavor Town. You can walk into a room and you were just communing.
It smells like burnt sriracha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I call it Jimmy's Screamin' Sloppy Shrimp.
I like that you changed your name to Jimmy.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so now I get to pick.
Yeah. So you can award.
So
the
you got 2
challenge
awards. Yeah.
Okay.
to whoever is the ultimate winner, and you can award the vanilla bean paste to somebody who impressed you for some reason. It's hard to see with sunglasses
I
inside,
know,
isn't it?
and it's way dark in here, but I'm looking as cool as guy. All right, so. Anybody who opens a portal to Flavor Town. Oh my god.
All day.
Hell yeah. How else are you gonna get Guy Fieri to fucking love you? You open a demonic portal to his favorite town in the interdimensional world. And then I like ice cream. And he used it perfectly.
Ice cream's good. Ice cream's good.
I like the ice cream. My buddy Guy likes Flavor Town. So there we go.
Cool. I just want to point out that the Halls in the channel actually raises dwarf shrimp in an aquarium. So you know what? They don't know whether to laugh or cry at that, and you know I apologize. No actual shrimp were harmed in the making of that dish.
And I did see a comment earlier. Believe it or not, these are the 2 bean pastes we have in the game. They just,
They just
happen
came
to come
up.
up in a row. I can assure you, we're not holding out any further bean paste on you.
Now, have you reached out at all to Mr. Fieri about things to incorporate into this game?
I have reached out to Guy, and we've not heard back.
Oh, that's a shame.
That
I
Did
feel
you
like
reach out to his people?
yeah.
I feel like real
I'm one of his
chefs.
people. Hit me
Yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah. We
If
did.
someone knows a good way to reach Guy, we'd welcome a contribution.
You
from
set
the
up
game.
a symbol out of salt. What was it?
Yeah, what I think you do is you
Grind
take
some
some
nutmeg.
donkey sauce, you spread that on the floor,
Yeah.
and you just like sacrifice above it like a bunch of just pour some grease on there, and he'll know, he'll feel it,
He'll know.
sense it, sense it in the wind.
You sacrifice some chili.
So I
Alright.
have now. You've won both challenges.
I've won
so
both
far.
challenges.
You are a natural at this.
I feel like I got to judge the next one. I got to
right.
give you guys a
Okay.
chance to catch
Cool.
up.
I'm into that.
So we will shuffle these up.
Kevin, you gotta pee. Now's a great time.
Yeah,
oh,
now's a
I
good
am
time.
so good now. Man, yeah, it just struck me. I was like,
Hey, man.
yeah, it's I
It's
gotta do this.
Pat, you gonna play this one with us? I don't
Wanna
know how
create-
hard that it is from
Ooh.
over there.
I don't think it's that hard because again, like,
Well, I'm off camera. Does it bother anybody on the stream if I'm like running around?
I don't. Yeah, like I feel like the.
They are indifferent so far.
It's all
Well, there's
very,
a little
very-
bit of a delay.
It's storytelling, so I don't think the visuals are.
All right, I'm happy to play.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I like the screaming D. I probably should have gone with that instead of
I would have named your dish Portal to Flavortown.
Portal
but,
to Flavortown. Yeah.
You
That's
know,
what sold
I
it for
was
me.
listening, so.
I mean, Portal to Flavortown is such a basic ingredient. that,
Oh,
like,
it's in the
I mean,
pantry.
Yeah, Blue Apron will like tell you open a small portal to Flavortown.
They assume that you have that at home.
Yeah, that's one of their basics. It's along with the oil and the salt and pepper.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my.
So if you want to draw 2 challenges, and then choose which one you want to issue.
Okay.
And then we will make some choices once we hear what you give us.
All right, chefs. So I happen to know that most of my audience is, in their 20s. There's some of them are in their teens, but we do have a smaller contingent who are, mid 30s, early 40s. So I wanna put up this 5-year-old as a picky eater. I think that we can actually help some people in our stream tonight, and
Ooh, okay.
I'm all about helping people.
I'm sorry, I was doing stream stuff. So it's a 5.
A 5-year-old. This 5-year-old is a picky eater.
Okay, 5-year-old. Oh, shit.
Did you guys ever? Were you ever Did you ever babysit? Anybody ever babysit?
Yeah, definitely.
I only had the opportunity to babysit a few times. A couple times for my cousins and my mom's friend and her kids. It was interesting. But I never had to cook anything for a picky kid. Yikes. We're making this for the kid.
Yeah.
We discarded one of each, right?
Yes,
One of each.
exactly.
And let's see. Pat is throwing out against cilantro. You don't want to mess with that. That's a flavor. He's also throwing out the cabbage and shrimp.
Kids don't eat shrimp.
I'm throwing out salmon, cinnamon, and cauliflower.
Okay.
I think those are great calls. I don't know what's in your hand, but based off
But
that.
yeah.
Okay, so all of the chefs have their 3 cards. We would love to hear.
All right. So I did have the option of either playing against type or leaning into the challenge. I decided actually to lean into the challenge on this one. I will tell you, I discarded as my secret ingredient sumac.
Thank you.
Yeah. And this one is very challenge appropriate. Rice cakes. You've got a picky 5-year-old eater. This kid only eats rice cakes. I will tell you, chefs, right away, what I want out of this challenge. I need you to sneak something healthy in there. All right. The rice cake is really all they'll eat. So the more you can get that good nutrition in there, that's what I'm looking for in this challenge.
And the kid loves rice cake.
Kid, if it looks like a rice cake, if it's served on a rice cake, there's rice cakes involved, clearly, this kid will love it. Anything else will be rejected. This kid will die first. If the alternative is eat some food not on a rice cake or not anything to do with rice cakes and eat some food or die, they will die voluntarily. Hunger strike Gandhi style.
Is this your child? Is this a child you're babysitting? What is? Can you tell me a little bit about this 5-year-old?
Okay, I'm gonna say it's a child that I'm babysitting. I don't own a child myself.
Own a child.
I've never owned or operated a child before, so I don't know the rules. Do you put him in
do
the
not
sun?
drink. Do not drink while operating child.
Yeah. Or operate heavy machinery while around a child. I'm going to say this is a child that I have been entrusted with the care of. And literally the only thing that I've been able to discover is that this child likes rice cakes.
Okay,
That's all he says.
Yeah.
Rice cakes.
Rice cakes.
Rice cakes.
Rice cakes.
Hey, buddy, what's your name? Rice cakes.
We'll have a little bit of fun with the stream. This child also force sensitive. So like, it is a 5-year-old child, so I had to lean into that.
His midichlorians are like through the roof.
Through the roof, and they need those rice cakes to really help them out, help them along there. It's really good for midichlorians, is rice cakes. All right.
So who's up first?
Yeah.
Do you feel good going first? Because we would probably go left of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll go.
All right.
Cool.
I should probably talk to the mic when I
Yeah,
do
talking to that mic.
All right. So this kid loves rice cakes.
Loves them.
Yes.
The problem with rice cakes is it's all empty calories.
It's true.
So
It's
here's
true.
what I'm going to do with this rice cake. I am going to mix in some spinach into the cake itself.
Oh.
Now, hear me out. Hear me out. You'll think to yourself, no kid likes spinach.
Okay, it does like spinach.
But it's mixed in to his favorite food. And then I'm going to put a hefty coat of mild mustard on top.
Okay.
Now, he's a kid.
This is a huge gamble.
Now, he's a kid. So the thing you can't do is put on that spicy brown. If you put on too much spicy brown for a 5-year-old kid,
Yeah.
you're going to burn his face off. He's not ready for Flavor Town. He needs a mild mustard
Yeah.
to cover up the taste of spinach. You see, they counteract each other. It's science. It's proven by
Proven
scientists
science.
that a little bit of mild mustard plus a little bit of spinach equals bland rice cake. And then, to top it all off,
You know, what's protein here?
have you ever had some pan-fried pork? You know what I'm talking about. That pork that it's not white, it's pink
Yeah.
because they dyed it, and it's really cut super thin, and you make it in a frying pan, and it's more salt than it is protein.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids love that stuff. And that's what I'm putting on top of the rice cake. So it is going to be adhered to the rice cake by the mustard, covering up the spinach, giving him what he thinks is the perfect bland/salty rice cake. There's nothing in this that he could turn down in any way.
Very nice, very nice. And he threw his
my
headphones to the ground in a fit of confidence.
I don't know where I put these.
Yeah,
That's
that's
great.
good.
That's
That's
great.
good.
That's great.
Perfect.
So, what I know about you and this kid is that you're babysitting and you're watching this kid.
For 4 friends of mine.
But what I also know about this kid is that she really loves
Ooh, she.
the Disney World stuff. Big fan of Mickey Mouse. So what I've done in classic child fare food is I have crafted my own version of rice cakes that are Mickey Mouse ear shaped.
Damn.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So what I've done, thanks Stream for this idea, is I have made a very, very thin but firm tofu. Not the like loose, crumbly tofu, but that thick-skinned, firm tofu.
Okay.
Exactly, because it's a
Probably
little.
the kid who likes rice cakes.
Yeah. It's kind of bland, so it's a safe choice, right? There's not this isn't Flavor Town. This is I like rice cake town.
Yeah.
So we're trying to be really calm with everything. So I've taken those rice cakes and I've put some Munster cheese, the blandest, most top-colored cheese. I've made a green bean paste. I've actually taken the green beans.
Another bean paste.
I know. I did it.
Wow.
I totally did it.
We can't get away from
I
it.
pureed it because we needed a little bit of healthy things in this dish for this child. Squirted a little bit of lemon on top for the tiniest
Subtle-
hint of
subtle
flavor.
flavor.
Put it in a panini maker.
Ooh.
So we've lightly toasted these rice cakes and the tofu and the green bean paste and melted the cheese. So you get a little grilled cheesiness in it. So
Nice.
enjoy. Thank you so much. I don't have a name.
That sounds awesome. It's such an honor to be cooking for you and this 5-year-old that you have been entrusted to.
Battery will get you everywhere.
Great. I love that jacket as well, by the way. You okay?
I didn't flatter.
Oh,
I screwed
yeah.
up big time.
No, you missed
I know
that.
James well enough to know you got to suck up.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some chicken breast.
Chicken. Ooh.
So I'm gonna take some white chicken breast, and I am going to cook it on the stove in a little bit of olive oil and garlic.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get it start to get cooked, and what I'm gonna do from there is I'm gonna get a big. Let's start a pot on the stove. I'm gonna put in some baby carrots, some salt, some pepper, and some sugar and some water. Just a little bit of water. But I'm gonna try to get these guys kind of soft and a little spiced and almost a little caramelized, but like sweet and spicy. And then I'm gonna get a big baking dish and I'm gonna take my cooked garlic chicken, my sweet and spicy carrots, and put them in a baking dish. And then I'm going to take some rice cakes, and I'm going to pulverize them with a mortar and pestle.
Okay.
And I'm going to sprinkle them all on top of this baking dish, and put it in the broiler for about 15 minutes, and let the rice cakes get browned, and let the whole thing kind of cook in its own juices. And then when you get it out, you serve it as a casserole, so you can kind of cut off a little square. So all the kid is going to see is the rice cakes when he looks down at the dish, but beneath it, he's getting a serving of protein, he's getting a serving of vegetables, and you, my friend, are getting a quiet night for watching Little Tamlin.
Wow.
Tamlin.
I think that was a
Tamlin.
name I saw on there, yeah. Kevin did cheat.
from Camp
Oh,
Dayton.
yeah.
Yeah, that was me saying
Oh,
Kevin
you're
Cheek.
biased, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll team up with you against this guy, though. And I'm gonna call this.
Reader Kevin, do not follow Reader Kevin.
I'm gonna
I mean, do.
I'm
You'll
gonna
get what you ask for.
because I'm
He's
tricking.
awesome. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Because I'm tricking the child
Yep.
into getting this stuff.
There's deception in this.
I'm gonna call it rice fakes.
Rice fakes. Ooh. This is good.
Sounds
This
like
is-
rice
This is
cakes.
very good. So now I've got a decision to make, and it's a tough decision. Joe, I'm gonna say your dish, obviously, I think is the most traditional dish. I'd say you are trying to broaden this child's horizons the most. Pat, your dish, extraordinarily colorful, which I think is actually a really big plus with kids. You've got green rice cakes, which is fun. You've got that yellow mustard in there and a bright pink piece of meat. I think that's interesting and cool. And Kevin, you know, obviously you cheated. And that was a really good strategy. It was good. Like, there are good ideas in the chat. You should just take those ideas from the chat.
I wanted to incorporate the people who are watching
So
us play.
I have to say, for the rice cake challenge, I think the person who best used the rice cake is Kevin. I think.
Thank you so
like-
much. Thank you.
You know, crumbled rice cake, you know, it does run the risk of it not looking like a rice cake, and I think a kid might reject that. The green is interesting, and I feel like it had some merits, but I think shaping it like
Shamrock shakes. Nobody likes how they taste. They just like how they
they
look.
like how they look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
You
green.
shaped them like a shamrock cake.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
see, there's
it's
the
called
thing.
Shamrock cakes.
I think the shaped thing was like such a good idea. And so now the winner of this challenge, this child is a picky eater. And this is the real prize. Like the rice cake prize is basically pretend garbage. I mean, congratulations, Kevin. You'll be able to use rice cakes later on in the competition. We'll see how useful that becomes. But the winner is also Kevin.
Yeah!
Him stealing ideas from the chat turns out it's a really good idea. Chat has a lot of great ideas and very smart people in the chat. Please subscribe.
That's just pandering.
Recount. I'm also not very good at this game. Even though I've worked on it for like 10 months, rarely do I win, and it makes me mad every time.
I don't know. I thought yours was very good. Like out of all of the dishes, which one would I have eaten? It would have been yours. But this isn't about me. This is about a 5-year-old child. And which one are they going to pick? The one that looks like Mickey Mouse or the one that looks like food? Yeah. I think we all know.
We all know Baby
Kids
Tamlin.
today don't know who Mickey Mouse is. I will make that argument. They have no idea.
I will reject that argument wholly and fully.
Damn it.
Disney has worked very hard to make sure that children know what Mickey
They
Mouse
don't
is.
care. They're more into kids stuff, like
like vaping.
like vaping.
Like vaping.
Yeah.
The kids these days do like vaping quite a bit.
Oh, so much.
All right.
Oh, man.
So I think, God, we got to do another round, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
how
got plenty
long
of
do
time.
you
We got plenty
normally
of
run
time.
the, okay, cool.
I don't think I've judged yet. Is that accurate?
That's right.
Yeah, I think I stole it.
Yeah,
That's
you
totally
stole
fine.
it.
I'm happy to have shared it. So I'll go ahead and judge this one.
I can happily sit out.
I mean, if you want to sit out, definitely go for it.
But the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll
It's
play too.
fun. I feel like I like it that it's fun with more people in it too. I think that's a really good sign in a party game when like you're like, oh yeah, let's get more people doing it. Let's get more people doing it. That's what you want.
Okay, I'll play. Happy to play.
Sweet.
Cool.
It's fun when you get to that like 6 and 7 player status too, because you start pooling people together as judges. So instead of one judge, you actually have a panel of judges.
Yeah.
And you need to impress them in a very different way. It's very, very fun.
You can have
Yeah.
like the tough.
Is there any way we
judge.
can do that with 4? Is it too like 50-50?
I think we could try it out
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could
Wouldn't
try
hurt.
that dynamic.
Yeah.
Do you want? What if the two of us judge?
Ooh, the
this
two of
for you
us.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really
Cool.
fun.
That'd be cool.
All right.
Sweet.
Pat, I'll deal some cards for you.
You are so lucky, James, that you also awarded me the
Yeah,
challenge.
dang.
Because I was gonna stick you with rice cakes so hard.
Wait a minute. Am I now stuck with rice cakes?
no.
No.
I won't stick.
No, the
anybody.
judge. I don't think the judge
Judges
will
cannot
sabotage.
sabotage. Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely.
Trying to come up.
Yeah.
Oh, Maxime 194 said to Pat, "Please stay."
Thank you.
Oh. You're crushing it, Pat.
Well, the chat and I have each other's back 99% of the time.
You don't have to worry about getting up to do your discards. We trust you enough
Yeah.
to just put them
Oh, I'll
to the
just put 'em
side.
down?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Well, they
I'm going to
trust you.
cheat at this party game.
Winning is the most important thing, especially in party games.
Absolutely. Yes. Chefs, thank you so much for being here for the head-to-head challenge. Only one of you will walk out of here alive. So your challenge for this dish.
Whoa!
No time. No time.
Wow!
No time. We already had
High stakes on this cooking show.
They deep fry you if you lose.
Yeah. You're the
Jesus.
secret ingredient next round.
Long pig.
So your challenge for this round is something for me and something for my dog. His name is Kevin.
Hello. I literally was gonna say, I'm like, and I will be playing the role of the dog in this
Kevin,
scenario.
the talking dog. Well, this
Things I really enjoy:
chickpeas go in the garbage.
chasing my own tail, fetching sticks, sneaking onto the couch when you're not at home.
I knew it.
No, you saw my fur.
Kevin also does that thing where he wipes his own butt on the carpet.
I wipe my butt in so many places.
Actually, if
He's
he's
got
doing that,
worms.
that's your fault, Joe.
Yeah, I think he's got worms or something.
No, well, he's got a gland in his butt that needs to be expressed.
You gotta squeeze.
I'm a big dog guy.
You gotta
Love
get
dogs.
in there.
You gotta squeeze
You
my
gotta,
butt
if they're
gland.
having that problem, that means there's a gland. When they, oh God, I don't know if we need to get into this in the stream, but just saying, if a dog's wiping their butt on the carpet, the owner can do something about that.
Not
This
this one.
episode sponsored by Dog Anuses, the Society for More Healthy Dog Anuses.
Something that I learned from an old coworker is if you ever get an animal, like a pet's like butthole right in your face, just go, no photos, and push it away. Cool. I
I'm
pan
not,
like that.
not sure if I get it.
Because it
but
just
okay.
looks like a
It's like a
little
camera lens.
Oh, a little camera lens.
No photos.
Man, it's almost like you haven't spent a lot of time looking at dog buttholes, Kevin.
What are you?
What are you, too good
I
to
guess.
You seem kind of prude?
stare into the butthole of a dog and compare it to other things?
Let's see which fingers you can get in.
Whoa.
No, I'm talking about.
To express the glands,
Man, so
man.
it doesn't wipe its butt on your carpet. Okay, I get it.
I want to see that.
Same. Chefs, have you made your choices?
Yep.
Sort of. I'm trying to remember if one of these kills dogs.
Ooh, great question.
Oh boy. I'm gonna throw out the ginger because I think it might.
I know I don't remember either.
One of our secret ingredients is coffee beans, which will kill a dog.
Yeah.
And I've seen people try to give the dog coffee beans with this. And I'm like, thank God this isn't real.
Yeah.
So if you are adapting this for the real food version and you do have a dog and you do have coffee beans, don't let the dog eat the coffee beans. All right, all choices are made?
Yes.
Yes.
Dog, speak.
Pork roll. Pork roll.
So if you're unfamiliar with pork roll, it is a pork-based processed meat from New Jersey. You can pan fry it and toss it on a sandwich. It's also known as Taylor ham to those in North Jersey.
And this card was submitted to us by Dan Pashman, and he runs an incredible podcast called The Sporkful. The tagline for that is, it's not for foodies, it's for eaters. And he really details really great stories about food and food experiences for people in a very accessible way, which
That's
is cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Two of his secret ingredients are pork roll and Taylor ham, which is the same thing that just goes by two different names.
Yeah.
Did you use both of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
We think that's a great joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good joke.
Pretty good.
He's a food nerd.
Yeah.
He used to be on air with Mark Maron actually on Air America. So they were buddies back in the day. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Were they actually buddies? Like, how many buddies does Mark Maron have?
I think they fought in a loving manner.
Yeah, sure. Like, respectfully disagreed with each other, and then one thought the other guy was kind of a dick.
Yeah. It's like Captain America, Iron Man.
Yeah.
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 All right. Chef James, whenever you are ready, we would love to hear what you prepared for us.
Okay. So we all know that the most important thing for dogs is protein. And, something for you, something for your dog. I decided that I would want a dish that you could eat while feeding your dog the other dish. So I started with zucchini, and I did thin, long slices on this zucchini, hit it with some salt and pepper, and I took the pork roll and I rolled the zucchini around the pork roll. And I set that in the oven, set it to bake about 475 for a good 20 minutes. Wanted that pork roll obviously to be thoroughly cooked through. We don't want anything unfriendly to be there for the dog because we all pay for that. And I let that zucchini really just absorb the flavor of that pork roll. While that is cooking, I take ham and I dice it I dice it. Just do a real basic cook on it. Don't want to get too many flavors, too many spices in there. Dogs are normally eating their stink cereal, so they don't. You don't want to shock their system with something that's too complex. So I take the diced ham, I fry that up, and I leave in the frond when I'm done frying up that ham. Take the ham, really make sure that the oil is strained off of it, and I unravel the pork roll from the zucchini. I throw the pork roll in with the ham, give it a good mix, and that's our treat for Kevin the dog. We're not done with our zucchini though. I'm gonna fry those long sliced zucchini that absorbed all the flavor of the pork roll. I'm gonna fry that in the oil that I used on the ham. And then once it's hard, like a chip, I'm gonna sprinkle some nutmeg on there. And you've got delicious zucchini chips to eat while you're putting down a big old bowl of healthy protein for your beautiful baby dog boy.
How's that sound, big guy?
Good. I'm a growing dog.
I think my dog is Tim the Toolman Taylor.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
As I understood this challenge, the goal was to make something that both you and your dog would like. What my friend James here did is he made something you would like, and he made something your dog would like. 2 different dishes. Now, don't get me wrong, both dishes sound great.
Same cooking process.
But let me tell you, 2 separate dishes.
We
For
are
me-
best friends after all.
For me, 1 dish, 1 friendship.
With you so far.
All right. So first, we lay down a big piece of beef. Who does not like a nice piece of steak? So, I mean, we're not even talking 16 ounces. We're not talking 24 ounces. We're talking 32 ounces of medium rare steak.
Dang.
So many ounces.
Big
lot
enough
of
for you
steak.
to cut in half and split with your best friend. Now, we're going to take that steak and we're going to take that pork roll and we're going to open it up. We're going to spread it apart so it can go over the entire top of the steak. So what do you got here? Well, you got a double meat sandwich. You got one dish, 2 meats, all on 1 plane. Right? Okay. You're salivating. You've got that protein. Oh my, you're so hungry. What do dogs love? What do dogs love more than anything? Strong
Bones.
smells.
Humans.
No, strong smells. Why are they
Balls.
sniffing each other's butts? Why are they sniffing balls? Because they fucking smell. So we're going to chop up an onion. We're going to chop it up into little pieces. And we're going to get that nice tart onion smell. That nice butt or ball smell. All over.
Onion smells are tart.
All over the top of this pork roll that is over the top of a 32-ounce medium rare steak. And to top it off, just to give you that sweet little at the end,
We gotta have that.
we're going to sprinkle a little basil on it. Not too much, because who cares about basil? But we're just going to break it up. We're going to sprinkle it all around the top. We're going to let it cook in to that pork roll. And then you and your best friend can sit down and chop into it together.
Yeah, I want to point out now that Pat's done, you just killed that dog.
Is onion bad?
Onion's way bad for
but I had
dogs.
no choice because the other one was bad too.
What was the other one?
Peas. Are peas
No,
bad
peas
for dogs?
are good for dogs.
Damn it!
These are fine.
I thought peas were bad.
So did you put onions on it, or was it just the essence, the smell?
It was
of
the essence of onion.
Oh,
I
okay,
chopped
well-
it up and got the smell, the tartness, the taste of it over the pork roll.
pungency.
The pungency. So you're training the dog to desire.
I know. I don't know.
You know-
Because you did make this clear that we are eating the exact same dish.
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
gonna
say,
sit there, Lady and the Tramp style, kiss each other halfway through the meal.
I do
That's
like
what I was
that.
picturing.
I do
Yeah.
like that part of the presentation where you eat on opposite sides of that steak and then meat in the middle.
He does keep pushing the
well-
meatball over to me with his nose.
I am a very old dog. I'm on my last leg. Maybe it's time to put me out to pasture. Send me out to the farm.
No, buddy.
No.
We've been together
I didn't know
for
this
14
was a
years.
suicidal
I
dog.
know,
Baby.
but like I've
Yeah,
fetched all
neither
the
did
sticks
I.
I wanted to fetch. I've sniffed all the butts I wanted to sniff. I'm good.
We're having a great time. I took you to the beach this last weekend.
Yeah,
I
but-
took you to see your girlfriend. Now I'm cooking you a meal.
But I
I'm getting him put down.
Oh no!
Buddy,
Do it
don't
with
say
onions.
that. Don't say that,
I've
buddy. We had
always
so
wanted
much-
to try onions.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna try both these dishes, and then
Uh-huh.
we're gonna figure out which one's the best.
Okay.
How's that sound, big guy?
Good.
You were just talking normal. Why did you have to throw Scooby-Doo on me?
It's a speech impediment on just certain words. He's just a little bit.
When you have two
only when he
O's
thinks about
together.
it, yeah. It needs more power. All right, so what are we thinking for dishes here?
Oh boy, a lot of deliberating here. This is very tense.
Well, yeah. Turns out onions very bad for dogs.
Very bad for dogs.
I don't give my dog any human food at all.
Like for a public service announcement, grapes super bad for dogs.
Really?
That's a surprising one. Not a lot of people think of. And garlic is bad for dogs.
Yeah,
too.
but dogs. See, that's what's so funny about dogs is they love garlic.
See, that's why I threw out ginger, because like I know that like garlic is an aromatic that's bad for dogs. I'm like, I don't want to fuck with ginger because I don't know if it's bad.
Yeah.
And chocolate, obviously, yeah, really
Super
bad for
bad.
dogs. Yeah.
We've come to a decision. First of all, thank you both for making such a wonderful dish for me and my dog.
Thank you, chef. And
Dog chef.
These were both
Chef
wonderful
dog.
dishes. We are going to award the pork roll ingredient to what we think was the most creative use of the pork roll of the two, which was to wrap it in zucchini. And using the pork roll as bread, also very clever. But I enjoy things wrapped in other things. It's just a thing.
I get it.
And to put it bluntly, Pat, you likely have sentenced my dog to death. Now, why this is a good thing?
why is this a good thing?
Because it will taste good.
Because he wants it. It'll taste good. It'll be a new. This might be his final new experience as a dog.
Yeah.
And you likely saved me like $1,200 to do that. So, Chef Pat, you have won the something for me and something for my dog challenge.
Yeah!
That's good. I mean, that'll give that dog a chance to die in severe pain, which it wasn't going to get if you just took it to the vet.
All right, buddy.
Guys, really keep onions away from dogs.
Now that we ate, I'm gonna go to the movies. I'll see you when I get back.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Light off. I'm just kidding. Wow. So I didn't know what to do at that point, so I just shot the dog. So we've played 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Coming in last place at this point is myself with 0 challenges won. Tied for second
Dang.
place, Chef Kevin and Chef Pat with
Heyo.
1 challenge won apiece. And currently in the lead with twice that of his other competitors. 2 challenges won.
2 challenges won.
Chef James.
Right off the bat. Boom, baby.
And you were a judge for one of the challenges. You won 2 out of 3, which is Meatloaf, a man and a food,
Yeah, it's not
once
too
said. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Guys, this game is so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much for bringing it up. Please, everybody on the channel right now who's watching, if you had fun watching along with us, please head over to Kickstarter and look up Competition Kitchen and back it. Well, what is the lowest backer level that gets you the game?
$10 gets you a PDF copy. $25 plus shipping gets you the physical copy once we've been successfully funded.
25 plus shipping.
One of the coolest things about this game, I think, is the art. We've had local
Yeah, I want to
graphic
get
artists.
close-ups
Yeah.
on this
Close-up
art.
cam?
Yeah, I've got the close-up cam right here.
These were all done by Chicago artist Kevin Budnick.
Oh, I love Kevin. He did the art for my game.
Yeah, his art is just so fantastic, and it's such a unique style. We wanted something not exactly photorealistic, something kind of impressionistic about these foods. And
Yeah.
this is exactly what we were hoping for. Some of the higher backer levels would allow you to get custom art on a card, a secret ingredient of your choice, or custom art on a box if that's what you wanted.
And those are still available for people?
Those
yeah.
are, yeah. We
Yeah.
have not yet reached the limit.
So if you not only loved this game, if you love this game and you're like, I feel like I have a vision for what this game should be, and most importantly, if you want to get Kevin Budnick's art like summoned about a food that you really love, please head over to Kickstarter, back this game. And guys, if you like this game and you can't afford to back it, and I know there are people in the audience like that, talk about it on Twitter. Take that link, put it on your Facebook page, put it on Twitter. As a independent game designer, I know how important it is to have people talking about your game. And these two who put this game together are really lovely people and could absolutely use your help. So thank you guys so much for coming on and playing with us. This was so much fun. I am super hungry right now. So I definitely want to go get some food and tell my friends about this. So thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah.
Glad it was.
Yeah. Thanks, James. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you
Yeah,
for.
of course.
Thank you, Pat. Thank
Thank
you all
you,
for
guys.
watching.
And thank you, Stream. Thank you so much, Stream. Don't give your dogs onions or grapes or coffee or fucking
Grapes?
chocolate. Grapes are really bad for dogs.
You could, Joe.
Yeah. Have you given your dog grapes?
I don't have a dog.
Oh.
But if I did, I would have.
No! Look at him eat grapes!
Oh, it just tossed it
Just
on the-
loves it.
Oh no.
Great.
Grape.